Hello everyone, this is CJ Novo 992 and today we are back with episode 8 of the SPFL show. Now you probably know we've got a special guest. That clearly means Motherwell's still struggling. But before we get there, let's introduce the regulars. Sharp Div, very interesting shot you've got, mate.
What? CJ, what's going on here, man?
I tell you, this week I was doing it.
But in the podcast we did the exact... CJ, for fuck's sake. Seriously,
right, we've got to admit, we wear the same shirts every day, all right? We shop at the same place every day, just the same. It's out.
Hiya, guys. What's happening?
This is just came out, duck underneath the camera so they didn't see the badge. We'll get away with it. If it's just
You're not getting away with that Tesco comment there, Gogsy, all right?
I thought you turned a blind eye to that.
We saw it.
Heard that.
On our next regular host, we've got Ryan. Surprisingly, not wearing the same shirt. That's weird. I thought you would have been.
Oh, who would have guessed it? I'm just quite upset with the amount of comments that are, saying that I'm late and I'm the one holding this up. I was actually early today.
For once.
You were still last. You were still last.
I was last, but I was here on time and early. So I just want to address that. And it's good.
You really came in with good, like hype, because this is how he started it, right? He looked in the chat and went, all right, boys. Like, there was no energy, there was none. It was all great.
I was saving it off for this moment, so that's
well done. Thanks for coming, Ryan. It's a shame you never missed it. And on our next guest, in fact, the only guest we've ever had on the channel, it's Gogsy 99er.
Hello. It's good to be back.
Was that double hello there, Tiff?
I was quoting a sort of Rangers phrase from a couple of years ago when you were back in the Premiership. Thought I'd even up with my Tesco comment.
All right, okay, fair enough. Good to see the quality still very well in Motherwell. That's good to see.
Oh, I love it.
Also good to see that somebody has donated 79 pence and
just that shag thing again. No, stop donating.
I know what that means.
Shout out to Lee Hamilton for donating 79 pence in the chat. That's class. As you may or may not know, we are just sort of SPFL club fans. We support our own teams, but we come every Monday at 7 p.m. to talk about the week that was. So, where do we want to start today? Gogsy, since you're the guest on the channel, we will let you decide. Which game would you like to start off with?
I'd like to start off with Livingston 4, Dundee 0.
Good choice, mate. Good choice.
Yeah, good choice.
I thought...
This is the part... Alright, so carry on.
I thought the fact Livingston scored all 4 goals from set plays was quite embarrassing from a Dundee perspective, because you'd expect to start picking up your man at a set piece, and Livingston were just battering them in, and I was confused at how it could be 4-0. Livingston just come up as well. Just what a start they've had.
I love the second goal. I'm going to talk about that maybe later on when it comes to sort of goal of the week and everything like that. But the second goal I thought was brilliant because of the timing of the run. But like what Gogsy just touched on there, the set piece. Like Livingston, I think every single week now they've scored at least 1 goal for a set piece. Like even the goal against Rangers, that was a set piece again. They're just set piece specialists. They play to their strengths. They didn't let up. And 4-0. Who would have thought that? Like, you know what I mean? 4-0, and it was comfortable. They absolutely strolled it. Dundee offered absolute zero since sacking Neil McCann. Look worse.
Quickly to add, fair play to Livingston on that part. I feel like it's very easy to go by and say, "Oh, Dundee abysmal for them," but fair play to Livingston. They've mastered something that is scoring, getting them goals, getting them points, and causing other teams problems. So fair play to them in their part, I'd say.
Absolutely.
That begs the question: do you think it would be different if Billy Dodds was McIntyre's second man? Or do you think
not really? I don't think so, man. I just think they're that bad, honestly. But I echo what Ryan's saying there. Too many times this season, I feel like I have been a wee bit like that when Livingston have put in an amazing performance. I've been like, a lot of people have been like, oh, the other team played so bad. But I'm just going to come on and say, well done, Livy. Every single week, they're just getting better and better. Dundee, the Whittam boys of the league, but he's have hammered them. 4-0. Fair play.
Yeah, Livingston are just looking like a team new. Like the first couple of weeks, we thought, oh, when's this fairy tale going to run? Now we're 8-9 weeks into the season. It just looks like they're a legit team in this league now. And every team should fear going to there because they didn't concede goals. They've got a very good goalkeeper and it's set pieces. They're doing exactly what Leicester done. Set pieces was Leicester's bread and butter that season. They're doing exactly the same. Shout out to Scott Young. He donated £5 to the chat. He said, Gogsy, if you won the team today, you'd be getting banned.
It was Scott that banned you last week.
I saw.
Thank you, Scott.
What was your thoughts on that, Gogsy? What was your thoughts when that happened?
Meh.
Just like his camera quality. Right, moving on to the next game of football. Right, Ryan.
I'm not even debating that.
We'll go to you next, Ryan. Which game would you like to go to next?
Oh, the options. Also a very good weekend for myself as a Celtic fan. Do you know what? I barely get the chance to initiate the conversation about Celtic, I feel. So do you know what? Celtic and Hibs. I think it was the premier game of the weekend, if you ask me. The best team in the country versus the second best team in the country, as I will insist.
Rangers want to play Hibs.
You're fun. Aye.
Yes, again.
What's where usual.
Tried to avoid it. He tried to avoid it, CJ, but you're just too.
And it just got me in. No, but let's talk about that. You know, Celtic back to our best, looking good again, scoring goals. Slightly worrying for the other teams, I'd suggest, because it's only a matter of time before we're back on the top of the table. But a very good performance, very nice stuff. Good to see, nice forward attacking football. Good to see the man Edouard, who you were very harsh on throughout the first few episodes of this series. Big Edouard. Nice.
Is it because he's finally getting played in a position and he's actually finally playing his strengths?
I think that now we have figured it out. I think we've cracked the code and we're playing right. We're not wasting possession by doing absolutely nothing. We're actually going forward. We're actually attacking teams and we're creating chances. And ultimately, when we create chances, we're too good for every team in this league. And if we create chances as intensely as what we did at the weekend.
I mean, I think you're blowing your own trumpet there, son. It wasn't a couple of weeks ago you were in here scurrying like a little bitch. You were like, "Oh, why don't we?" Then come on here now again. They'll Conor McGregor. I'll keep you right down.
Games, I feel like I deserve the right to be like Conor McGregor. I feel new. I feel fresh.
I'll give you credit, right? Okay, your team's won. You're happy, but you're not doing a wee bit, all right? Because you're looking like the Conor McGregor, and someone's just going
to come in.
Just slap the living shit at you, okay? But how was the game like? Because obviously Celtic versus Hibs, we talked about it last week and the week before the international break. This could be the game where Celtic finally show that they're back to their best, or Hibs could make that next step up. What the final score was 4-2. What was your actual thoughts on the game coming from a Hibs perspective as well?
From Hibs' perspective, I don't feel... Well, let's take away the first half performance. I feel the first half Hibs were poor. Bit of a mix in that situation, a game where you could say either Celtic were too good for them or Hibs were just really, really bad. But take away the first half performance, second half they managed to come out the gates and they exploited areas which we know were poor to get their goals. There still are problems at Celtic. We can't deny that. Just briefly touch on that. Defensively, we still need to get a replacement for Lustig. He looked out of his depths once more. There's still problems throughout the whole back line. But Hibs came out the second half. They pressured us when they scored their goal that started off the half, really. I think it gave Celtic a bit of a kick up the arse. And you can see, and Neil Lennon, I think he's a good manager in the sense where, and here we go, touched on Neil Lennon after last week.
Don't worry, mate. I've got one right in the pipeline for you, man. Just biding my time. On you go. Keep bigging him up, mate. Keep bigging him up.
I'm not going to big him up. Neil Lennon is a manager who I think is good at, getting when his team are down and they're performing poorly. I think he's good at picking them back up and trying to get something for them. So they're not.
Well, he obviously gave them some home truths at half time, didn't he? He started the match with a free to back. He came at Celtic. Everybody knows Celtic struggle to break teams down. St Johnstone, he's kind of changed it a wee sense there, but you even said yourself at St Johnstone, we're leaving too many gaps for you, and you did exploit that. Hibs came at you, started two up front, do you know what I mean? And the strikers were non-existent in the first half, as you did say. Started free to back. They played to your strengths in a sense, and you exploited that. In my notes here, I've got written the Rogic factor. He's not really been in amongst it that much this season, but I think he's a big player for Celtic.
Tremendous player.
Brilliant goal for Canberra. Got to give him that. Brilliant. But the thing that really struck me, right, was Neil Lennon's post-match interview. Did you see it?
I've seen clips of it and I've heard bits and bobs.
So Neil Lennon, right? So he was asked about the game, and Neil Lennon referred to the very, very bad refereeing in the match. I don't know if you agree with that, but the thing that really got me, right, was when he said that they exposed Celtic. Can you touch on that?
Exposed us?
It was your man that said it. He said that they exposed us. Do you care to comment on that?
I mean, I'm exposed them today. Did he touch up on where he thinks exposed?
He didn't, mate. He said that Hibs exposed you. It was your man that said it. I'm just standing up.
I can understand in a sense if he is meaning the defensive problems that still lie within the club. As I already touched on, the problems there. Mikael Lustig is so
wait a minute, mate. You were fucking getting at the old Hooly Wally. We're back to killing it. So what you talking about?
See if we can score 4, 5, 6 goals a game.
And concede 4, 5.
Well, I'm not going to concede 4 and 5. I'm not that bad. Two's I don't think we've conceded any more than 2 goals in one game this season.
I don't know SPFL now.
It's just the fact that these problems pop up here and there, and there's moments of complacency. Lustig is completely out of his depth. He needs replaced. There's no problems that still creep in every now and then. It's as long as we keep attacking going forward, lying on pressure and intensity.
Is that what Hibs exposed then?
The only thing that I can imagine Neil Lennon possibly talk about and exposing throughout that game is the fact that there's still questions to be asked within the confidence in the backline, maybe I would say.
That's fair enough, right? I need to give a couple of shouts because there's been a lot of donations in that little mad little fight we just had there. David Blue says, lads, could you add me on Twitter, please? It's at David B 1507. Fair play.
What a name, man.
Good shit. Roscoe Boy tips 199 in the chat, said Gogsy looks like Sid from Toy Story with hair. So yeah,
it's not the worst comparison anyone's ever made. It's not the worst.
I love it.
Jesus Christ. Just a spotty version, eh?
So there we are. Then you've heard the Celtic point of view. You've heard the Hibs. I thought Hibs just looked like they just weren't quite ready because I thought it'd been a tight, like congested game. I didn't expect them to go 3 at the back. I thought that was completely the wrong tactics, but obviously Lennon fixed it at half time, put Mary a show in. But yeah, I think if you're a Hibs fan, I know a lot of them watch the channel for today. I think you'd be very, very disappointed in the way the team was set up, played right in the Celtic's hands, spelt it, especially at their home. So that was a silly tactical mistake and sort of gave the game away, if anything.
I like this kind of new setup that Rodgers had gone on throughout the game with the kind of 3 defenders tearing the in the wing kind of thing, and the 2 in behind the strike. It was, you see that if you watch Sports Scene, you'll see the formation. The way I can think of it's a 3-4-2-1. That's the way I'd kind of sum it up. It was nice. It worked well. Very good for attacking purposes.
So there we are, and that's the Celtic and Hibs game discussed. On to Sharp Div himself. Which game would you like to talk about, Div?
Let's talk about Rangers, sir.
Let's respond.
Finally, got our away win.
Finally,
took your time.
When Boyd scored that goal, man, I was almost crying. I'm telling you.
I was like,
but went up the park, got ourselves a penalty, which has been disputed. The 2 of them have been disputed. The first one for me was a penalty. His hand goes towards the ball.
Unnatural position.
Exactly. So I give it that. I want to know your opinions as well, actually, on the Morelos one, because for me, I'm going to say, like, obviously there was no contact in my opinion, right? And we shouldn't have got the penalty for that one. But did Morelos mean to kick himself? I don't think he did.
I'm very interested to know what Ryan and Gog say, because when I first made my video, obviously I made it right after the game, and you didn't see multiple highlights. Sometimes it just shows you 1 or 2, and I thought the guy clearly clipped the back of his heel, but when obviously looking at it, looks like Morelos has actually tripped himself.
Yep.
Just the way, and obviously the way that run. I didn't think it was like a dive or anything like that, because you can actually see the guy clearly made contact. There was no Jordan Jones situation on here. But the first one, 100%, it's got to be a penalty. The arm's in an unnatural position. If he doesn't hit that with his hand, Morelos is behind him ready to tap that ball, and the guy knows he's literally thrown whatever he can to stop that ball. So that one, 100% a pen. So Ryan and Gogsy, we'll go to Ryan first. What was your thoughts on the second pen?
Firstly, say definitely a penalty. I agree with that, just to clarify that I'm not that biased. Second one, I'm going to say I don't think it was a penalty. Okay. I know it's one of the ones that's easy to say if it was the other end. If it was a Celtic player who was in the scenario, I could easily sit back here and say was a penalty. But I don't think there was anything deliberate or on Morelos' side. I just don't feel like it was enough for a penalty, quite genuinely. So if I was a referee, I probably wouldn't have awarded it, but it would have made a difference either way.
I'm just sitting watching it back then now on my PlayStation, and I think the boy actually starts nudging Morelos.
PS2.
Yeah. We're not that far back behind in Fife, all right?
But still discovering the calculator.
See, I'm watching it here. It's the same boy that came out of the foul for the first penalty.
The penny dropped.
He loves that.
Literally. He's not worth a penny, but he's got... the action, but I'll take that. But he starts pulling him outside the box, and then he's finally just been like, "Oh fuck it, I'll just give him another nudge," and then Morelos just falls down. I think it's soft, but in a way, yeah, that's the way I see it. Is if it was given at the halfway line, no one would complain really. So
I think I'll need to watch this back honestly, because the only kind of contact I saw was Morelos kicking himself.
No, man, the guy literally puts a lot of pressure on him. That's what obviously I think the guy's pressure on him is what causes Morelos to lose his foot. And if I'm being 100% honest with you, I can understand what you're saying by Morelos kicks himself. That's fine, but I'd still say it was still a penalty because of the way the guy's movement into hit Morelos.
It's never a penalty. I'm watching it now.
Come on, son.
I don't think it's a penalty, but we got the penalty. James Tavernier tucked it away. Captain Tav, boom, there's your dinner. 4-1 as well. So yes, get in.
Yeah. The most composed man in a Rangers shirt, Tavernier. So we've got the two penalties touched. Well, let's talk about Hamilton's penalty in the first half as well, because it was an interesting sort of words by the commentator. I want your opinion on this, Ryan and Gogsy, because when Miller went down, right, the two Rangers and the Hamilton player were running at each other, kind of holding each other. They went down, and the commentator says the player's got the right to go down if he feels the contact. That's within the player's right to give the referee a decision. Then, when that happened with the Rangers player 8 minutes later, the exact same commentator's like, "Oh, that was a soft penalty. I wouldn't even go down in that situation." Like, that kind of shit. So it was a wee bit of difference. He changed his mind in 80 minutes. That was weird. Must have been the colours. But for me personally, the first one wasn't a penalty because the two players were initiating the contact. I think they were just as bad as each other. Happens every day. But again, Morelos, I can see Ryan just rewatching the Air game with a big cheesy grin on his face.
Well, I'm just sitting here assessing the Morelos.
All right, assessor. So what's your final verdict?
My final verdict on the Morelos penalty is definitely, and going from a VAR, not a penalty. Not a penalty.
VAR spoken people.
Yep, not a penalty.
So there you are, you've heard it. Let's see what the comments have got to say, because I'm actually very interested in this. David Blue tips 1999 again. He says we're on our way. Yes, we are. Let's see, Sage. Are you going to? I'm trying to see what people's got to say about that. It's just a lot of people making a feel like Gogsy, which I like to see. There's someone, Scott Young tips £2. Says Gogsy's dad sells Avon. Brilliant.
Scott Young's minted, man.
Yeah, he actually does.
I think that Scott Young's punting Avon. Honestly,
that's it. So I've been interested. I want to see it in your comments just now. Let me know yes or no for the penalty. I want to see what the people's got to say. So yes or no on the Morelos penalty. But overall, talk about your thoughts on the game, Dev. They're actually doing that in the comments as well. So what was your overall thoughts?
No, I thought it was very lacklustre again. Rangers struggle in plastic pitches, and I think it's just that away form. Maybe it was a mental block. Maybe it's some tactics. I think that the question about Katic and Worrell has maybe been answered. I feel sorry for Katic. He had a very poor 78 minutes or whatever he played. But I'd be very interested to know what the people watching at home think of the whole Katic and Worrell situation. I thought when Katic left the starting 11, he did nothing wrong, to be honest. Yeah. I could probably say Goldson had a poor game versus Motherwell and St Johnstone. But he came back in and he didn't look ready, did he, CJ?
No, it was just one of these things. You've heard a lot of rumours about injuries, and he's obviously been dropped. There's a lot of questions. Has he still got the illness? Apparently had the flu. I've seen some of that. And his reaction when he got substituted off, he actually threw his jacket.
He was angry,
that's the first time we've ever seen that kind of reaction from a player under the Steven Gerrard hanging. So that's an interesting one, and obviously opens the door up for the Worrell conversation. But he wasn't the only player that played bad, if I'm being honest. Watching this game, Rangers on a plastic pitch.
He was definitely the worst, but mate.
By
far the worst.
Yeah, he was never in the game. Like, they let Hamilton run through him every single time. But overall, my thoughts in the game, it was such a poor game of football. The two penalties, they were soft, but the first one wasn't. That was a clear one. The second one was soft, but ended up 4-1 for a reason. Morelos getting another goal as well. But Gogsy, what was your thoughts on watching Rangers get the first 3 points away from home? Do you think they'll kick on now, or did that performance not exactly inspire you?
I don't know. Like, I've only seen the highlights, so I can't really comment much. But I thought, well, from what Martin Canning said, he believed that Hamilton could have maybe even got something from the game. I mean,
well, it was one each, wasn't it, after like so many minutes. So
and then the penalty changes the game, the first one, and Rangers are obviously in the ascendancy after conceding just about 2 or 3 minutes before, and that's what drove Rangers on to get the 3 points. But I think Rangers can kick on now, maybe get a few more away wins, maybe.
Mm-hmm, definitely. I think so.
Right, I just want to ask you, because obviously you've seen your team win away from him quite a lot, annoyingly. There is sometimes these games where you need that dirty win. See that, like that bad, like you talked about the other week there, Celtic struggling. You need that bad win, like when you didn't really perform well, but you get the 3 points, and then that takes the pressure off. Do you think that's going to happen with Rangers, or do you still think they're going to struggle away from home this season?
Well, I mean, who's the next away game for Rangers?
St Mirren's the next game. I ken that.
God knows what the next away game is for the Rangers. But I mean, if they can, rack up another win, then there's no reason as to why not. Well, every team has points of the season where they struggle. Celtic had theirs. Rangers are going to have theirs. Hearts will have theirs. Is that your next away game, or are you talking about Hearts?
Hearts next game. It's not the 2nd of December.
That's quite soon, is it though? Did you not just play Hearts at home?
Well, obviously I think we're reaching a point now where we've played most teams in it. I think that's what's happened.
Right, your fixtures was all away from home at the start of the season. Now we're catching up.
We played 3 out of our first 4 games were away from home.
Fair play. No, Hearts away is a difficult one, mind you. That is one where it could be maybe a struggle. I mean, obviously Ibrox, he's got the win there, but I feel like that could be a wee bit of a struggle.
See Ibrox again. Go.
But I think eventually, you will build the confidence to start racking up more points at home. I mean, at the end of the day, annoyingly as it is to say, Rangers are better than the majority of teams in the league, so they should be able to get some away. A majority of, not including
all teams.
Celtic. Yeah. All teams, you wish. Where are you in the league now? Well,
just for me. About it, mate. All right.
I told you, Ryan, mate. I told you we're getting maximum points out of the next 15. We've already got 3 of them.
Are they 3?
We'll see.
What did I say again for Celtic at least?
I'm changing it. You need to get 15 as well. Come on, make it interesting.
See who's the first to fall. We'll see who the first team to drop points is.
Well, that's it. We'll do a wee forfeit live on this channel. So I just want to give another wee special mention to David Bluffy tipped 79 pence in. We all know why he's doing that, but no, David, stop it. Big Ben 73 says, I can't read that. Gogsy shags his hamster. Gogsy, you got a hamster?
I did.
No anymore.
Oh, I shagged it to death.
Oh, that's going to be the meme now.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
Wait, saying I did. I feel so.
I don't think that brand is ever going to approach the show to sponsor it, man, honestly.
He's never, ever going to get sponsored by Pets at Home. Ever. Even if there's a fire.
Can I just quickly say, there's one thing we didn't touch on entirely, and it happened directly after last week's episode, and that was the sacking of Neil McCann. We've done
CG kind of spoke about it very vaguely, but Jim McIntyre's new came in, old Ross County manager, who actually got them a League Cup, and I think that he'll be alright.
They looked exactly like they got pumped in their first game.
I just feel like
he'll be alright. We'll maybe 4-0 and 5-0 and that. I mean,
Dundee are in that state where I just feel like nobody can come in and fix whatever is happening there right now. They're absolutely
wrong. They're just genuinely they're starting wrong. The players didn't look happy. I thought 3 weeks ago, when they got that very, very important win, they rallied by Neil McCann, and it looked like they were all playing for him. Now they've got rid of Neil McCann, and maybe they probably should have let that roll out to see how it went. Now the players are like, fuck it then. Well, that's what it seems like. Like they rallied so hard for Neil McCann to keep him in a job. Week later, to get sacked in international break. It's just like it's weird.
Jordan Jones got them out to getting a point at least out of that game.
Yeah, that was shocking. A guy's dive cost Neil McCann basically his job, so that's a bit of a strange one. Let's go with the majority of the comments. They're kind of going back and forth on the penalty. By the way, I've tried to scroll up to see. Celtic fan says no pen. Is that you, Ryan, on the other account?
I'm going to watch it again, man, because honestly, I can't see how it could be a pen in a month for Sundays.
Go and have a wee check for me, mate.
We're still talking. Is this still the Morelos one we're talking about here?
Yeah, just everyone in the pit. Like I'm just trying to read through everyone's comments, and the best, like it goes no, yes, no, yes, no. So it looks like split decision. Div, you can call it.
I just agree with Div, man. I feel like he kicks his cell. Like
watch it right now, Div, and you call it. You're speaking for us all.
Right, mate. Here it goes. It's a pen, mate. It's a pen. Come on, man. I don't know.
I don't know.
So that's I spoke about the Rangers game again. It wasn't the best performance by any means necessary. It was a very laboured performance, but you need the types of things. Sometimes you need to win ugly, and that was certainly an ugly performance. But at the end of the day, it finished 4-1. We got a couple of goals for the goal advantage, and we move up like in terms of our points. Because what was it in the top 6? Is there like 5 points separating the top 6? How exciting is the league this season? It's absolutely ridiculous.
Aye, but the bottom 6 are absolutely horrendous. That's what.
Hey!
Right, we'll get on to it.
Speaking of dog meat, let's move to the next game, and I get to decide it. So I wonder what I'm going to talk about.
No, mama.
Oh, I want to speak about Motherwell.
Well.
See, when I realised they got beaten, I was like, yes, Gogsy's on this week. I can't explain the joy that I got. I was just like, this is just gold. And I'm going to speak. It was glorious. Thank you for using that against your team, Gogsy. Well done, son. So I want to speak a wee bit about the game, just to tell you my point of view, and then I'm going to jump over to Gogsy, who obviously was at the game. He can give us a bit more detailed version. It was a shit game. It was pish poor, very little quality, with a late goal coming from one of the strangest circumstances when their centre half got took off for being dazed, and that centre half would probably have been marking the guy that scored. It was comical of errors, but yeah, that was it. The game obviously finished 1-0 to St Johnstone. St Johnstone, who's been pumped the last 3 weeks, go against Motherwell, and Motherwell's home, and they get beat, and they end up winning. Brilliant. Gogsy, take it away, son. On you go. Have fun.
Oh, where to begin, man? Where to begin? Well, first of all, we actually sat on most of the possession for the first hour, and then St Johnstone finally grow into the game, and because we didn't score when we were on top, as what always happens, we've paid the price, and of course St Johnstone got that goal. And my uncle, who was the team doctor on that day, they weren't wanting to actually go treat Tom Aldred because that would take up time, and then St Johnstone would have more chance or more time to take the corner and then, of course, score from the corner. And I actually said on my vlog, because I've got the goal in film, I said, keep the physios on the pitch, man. The only way we're not going to concede is if we have 13 men on the park. And, of course, they take Tom Aldred off, and Charles Dunn can't reach it because he's blowing at his arse. And then St Johnstone score.
Were you almost crying? Just give me that.
Inside I was. Is that good enough for you?
That's amazing, mate.
Is that what gets you going?
Park this season.
I'm going to read that in a minute. But overall, Gogs, if you're trying to piss you, are you worried about Motherwell this season? Are you worried?
Yes, the way we're playing right now, yes, definitely.
What's going wrong? You've got the same players that go to a semi-final in both cups. You look like you were going to be on the rise, but you're getting absolutely pumped off teams that's getting pumped. It's weird. You're the pumpy of the pumps.
Oh god, that's not a good image. But the thing is, what our problem is, we're playing 3 at the back. We're far too predictable. Everyone else, there's about 3 or 4 teams that we've played this season that have played 3-5-2, and they've nullified us completely. And whenever we get the ball, we play about 3 or 4 passes extra to go forward. We play sideways football, and then we finally look up and just punt the ball forward. It's shite. It's honestly shite.
A lot of people's asking how you know the team doctor. I don't know. Have you ever told people how they know the team doctor, or do you know why to talk about it on camera?
No, I'm happy to talk about it. My uncle is the team doctor for Motherwell. That's how I get.
You literally said it.
Oh, mate, I just tune out. I just tune right out.
You're the host for this show. You should be fucking interested.
No one goes. Or you. I'm muting both your mic. Hello, are they speaking?
Hello.
Shout out to Big Ben 73 says 199, and it says Gogsy wanks the Motherwell calendar.
I don't actually have a Motherwell calendar at the moment, so
why would that be the issue?
I know. Why would that? He's not even denied it there, boys.
Just weeping a small tear as it says keep pray last year. Gone.
It's such a weird thing. I don't know how you feel, Ryan, or Dave, but you look at Motherwell last season, like they were a bit of hammer throwers. They got stuck in.
Can I just say, a year ago today, we beat us 2-0 in the Betfred Cup semi, and look how far we've come since then.
Aye, well, in that game, he's kicked us absolutely up and down the park, and I think he's tried to change it a wee bit, man. You've tried to play a bit differently. Just change it back. Just try and kick people, honestly, because he's immense. Just try and be physical. I think that's why Bowman's been reintroduced to the side, innit? Because he's a big mad lump.
It just likes to elbow folk. And
What happened to the wee guy that scored against Rangers, Gogsy? What's happened to him?
Danny Johnson, I don't know. I think what we're trying to do is we're trying to play him in games where it's not as physical. Because Motherwell St Johnstone on Saturday, that was a very physical game. Both teams were forced to make a sub within like half an hour.
His calendar. On you go.
Oh, there goes a tumbleweed. Yep.
Aye, no bother.
No bother.
So, who's actually your next game, Gogsy? Who's your next game?
Our next 2 games are St Mirren away and Dundee at home. We've got a week to get our shit together before
Here I offer the question: if results go badly in those 2 games, does Robinson go?
In my opinion, yes. Wow. I hate to say it because I've got a lot of time for the guy, but it's a results business, and if we didn't get our results, then we've got to change it. But who are we going to get in to replace Robbo?
I've seen somebody say Mark Warburton in the comments. Would you take Mark Warburton?
No, because we'll be toast if you get him.
Pedro Caixinha, Graham Murton, just a few names to throw out there. Tony
in my opinion, the best man for the job, in my opinion, is Stephen Craigan, but I don't think he'll take it.
No, I don't take him away for BT. I enjoy the
exactly
between him and Chris Sutton.
Oh, he's brilliant. He's brilliant on BT, but
McCann's available.
Absolutely not.
Him for going back on the telly. I did.
It's weird with Motherwell because literally they go to 2 cup finals within a year later. They're sacking the manager. They're relegation fodder with the same players. It's so weird how a change of tactics and style can ruin a team. It's just absolutely manic.
We've not changed our tactics too much. We just don't have the quality of the likes of Louis Moult or Keepray anymore. So
it's just.
I know it's a squad game, but losing 2 of our best players of last season.
There's a good shout. Everyone's shouting in. Kenny Miller. He seems to go and just annihilate teams.
Yeah. What about Mark McGee again? Take him back.
Owen Coyle?
No. We are in the same position as we were last time with Mark McGee as we are now. No, I would never take Mark McGee back.
What about Dalcio?
I don't know.
You're just saying names.
Right, that's suggestions in the comments.
From names to come through.
Just get around.
For the job. Would you take the job?
I'll throw my hat in the ring. Yeah, why no?
Yeah, to be honest with you, you could probably be starting the way they're playing.
I'll take that. I'll get a little sleep as it is.
Let's move away from Motherwell because I can see behind that broken smile of Gogsy, he's wishing we would move on. But you can see it in his eyes. So let's do that. And let's talk about the team that's actually top of the league. It's very rare on a show you talk about the team basically second last. Hearts actually got a very, very good win versus Aberdeen. A game which looked like it was going to be a crunch time to see how they respond for getting beat off Rangers. They didn't come away 2-1. The game was just manic. We had 3 penalties in the game. 1 missed, 2 scored. We'll start with you, Dave. What was your thoughts on the Hearts Aberdeen game?
Hearts obviously done well to bounce back, which shows that they've got some character in their team. Stephen Naismith got himself another goal and missed a penalty, as he says. It was fully decisions. Derek McInnes in his post-match said that it was a very bad decision for the first penalty, which I kind of agree with him with.
Because he wraps his red tail run, didn't he?
And it ended up getting given for the handball.
Was it? I thought it was a foul.
Exactly. I know, that's what I thought, but it get given for the handball.
Was it the handball?
Honestly, that's what McInnes said in his post-match.
Jeez.
So he was raging with that, and obviously they went 2-0 up, and they never turned up in the first half, Aberdeen, so Hearts could have went and kept going, man, but they managed to get themselves a goal back. Thanks for that, Ryan. Brilliant.
Sorry about that.
Right in my eardrum. So, Hearts showed good character, and they showed why they're top of the league in a sense.
Yeah. What do you think of the penalty? What do you think of the first penalty that Hearts got?
That's not a penalty.
No, absolutely not.
Nah.
It's actually very clever. It's very clever centre. I'm sure, was it Naismith that won the first pen?
It was Stephen Naismith.
Yeah,
you can see the way he contorts his, but it's very, very clever centre forward play because he's actually got a hold of the defender and yet he just spins him so it looks like the defender's actually pulling. It's such clever centre forward play for the little dick. But he plays the referee, wins the decision, steps up and actually scores it going down the middle. What do you think about the Aberdeen pen? Pen or no pen?
No pen.
Definite penalty.
I'm saying no pen for that as well.
No pen. It was honestly like a wrestling match.
It was. I'm
not
even looking at the ball, was he, the boy?
No.
So, no.
I love that everyone's just saying ban in the comments.
I know. A bit of a sheep as well.
Bro, let's see, and obviously the third penalty, which was given from a free kick. This one, I didn't get a good look at it, for being honest with you, so I'm not actually going to comment if that was a penalty. I didn't see a good look at it at all. I've tried a couple of angles. It just looks like two players running at each other. Like, what was it? What was it given for?
But you seen the other two penalties that he gave, didn't you? So any coming together in the penalty area is going to result in a penalty, and I think that was just another example of that.
It's a shame because that could have really been a blockbuster game, but it looks like once again the referees have made it all about them for being a bit shite. Naismith obviously steps up and misses that penalty. That's his second one he's missed now in 3 games.
Karma, really?
Yeah. He scored. I think he scored 4, missed 2. Still, isn't he exactly the greatest turnaround, if I'm being honest?
Nah.
You should score all your penalties if you're a striker.
Thank you. Just stop it, Gogsy.
That's plenty. That's plenty.
I don't know if you've seen the save the Aberdeen goal he made. Like, it was like this header at the back post for Hearts. What save that was, by the way.
I think Joe Lewis is a keeper who gets undermined a lot. I think he's probably up there for being the best in the league. He's a fantastic keeper.
Say that again?
He's up there for being the best keeper in the league.
Up there, right? Okay, I'll give you that. If he said he was.
I was waiting. Oh, wow. I was waiting for that.
I think there was a lot to, I feel like there's one thing I've got to say is credit. I'm kind of voicing more what you kind of touched on when you started, and saying credit to Hearts. Not just for the fact that they're bouncing off the back of a loss and coming in and having to kind of revitalise themselves and gather form back, but they've just came off the back of getting 2 big injuries as well.
Exactly.
I mean, especially a player who I highly rate, John Suter. I really like him.
Centre back, yeah, he's good.
And the fact that he's out now for 5-6 months, Hearts having to kind of that's their 2, big centre backs out for the majority of the season now.
And they were known for being good defensively.
Exactly. They're a very, very reliant side on their defensive qualities. So, well done to Hearts for kind of picking up after 2 big injuries and a loss and getting a win again. It's just a matter of how long will it last now? Because there's still a long way to go, as we know. I do eventually see Celtic overtaking them, but how long will it take till the bubble bursts? I see people in the comments saying it's only a matter of time, but they're playing well.
Yeah, I think it's going to be one of these things that have been very unfortunate with injuries. They're still playing well. Again, that away game when Rangers obviously go there will be a very interesting one to see how they actually perform. Aberdeen, they started off slow, they started getting in time. Will they sort of rock their confidence? Will they revert back, Gogsy? What do you think about them, Aberdeen?
I think they're just going to be a mid-table side this year. I think there's too many teams that are better than them. Like, I think when they play Livingston will beat them.
I don't. You look at the league table now. Aberdeen are sitting 7th.
Yeah,
and
5 points behind the top 6.
All 6 teams above them, judging off Livingston's current form, are arguably in a better state, even just quality-wise. I mean, I look at Hibs' team. I'd rather that 11. Annoyingly so, I'd rather Rangers 11. Kilmarnock 11. Sometimes I'd rather take. Hearts 11. I'd rather take. Obviously,
Sorry, what was that? Sorry, you're breaking up a wee bit there. Can you just...
We're not repeating that. I'm not repeating that.
Clip it, boys. You know
clip it. I want that clip of him saying I'd rather have Rangers 11. Send me it today.
Over Aberdeen's... We just were talking about this in the podcast. Context is important, right?
we also admitted in that same podcast that sometimes we don't give a shit about context.
That's it. Love it.
Fair play. But Aberdeen are a team who could actually... I've got a pal who's an Aberdeen fan, and actually he says to me, he's like maybe we just...
Eshro.
I think that's all.
Surprisingly, no Lee, but close enough, Lee on. So.
Yeah. When he's on it. So there we are then, let's discuss that. I'm actually kind of glad we've left this game at last, because it's the game I've left the most detailed notes for. It's Kilmarnock versus St Mirren. I don't know if you are even really paying attention.
How did you manage that one? How did you manage to get the most notes out of that?
Oh, mate. I'm just so interested in this one because, right, the game was 2-1, right? That's how it finished. St Mirren take the lead from a good set piece. The next goal, have you seen the winning goal by Kilmarnock?
Yeah.
He's not seen it. Mm-hmm. Is that not a clear push for their player? Like, he just shoves the St Mirren boy and then he fucking headers it. Is that not a foul?
I never even saw it. I saw the goal, man, but I didn't even notice the push.
See, if you go back and look at the actual goal, he goes like running, he goes in the back of him, shoves him, right? The St Mirren guy goes like 3 yards like that, and the guy just headers it into the back of the net, and I'm like, the referee's standing looking at it.
Yeah, by the way, and also I thought that the St Mirren second goal, it was offside, could have potentially been onside as well.
I mean,
no, it was marginally off.
I don't think so, man. I thought he might have just been marginally on. It was very, very close to call, honestly. But St Mirren can take a lot from that. They showed that they could create some chances against a good Kilmarnock side. But Kilmarnock, again, take the points, just grinding out the results, and without Jones as well in this one.
That's what I thought, right? Because I thought the way St Mirren took the lead, I thought they were actually playing pretty decently. But Kilmarnock's this team now where it doesn't matter if they go behind or if they start off strong. In the last 10, 15 minutes of the game, they create chances and they're taking them. Like, they just keep coming back no matter what. I think you're actually watching it just now. It's literally the goal. The centre-back clearly puts two hands on the guy's back, which is obviously a clear foul. And I'm like, Kilmarnock's
mate, that is a foul.
Mate, he just runs
up. That's 100% a foul.
He literally shoves them in the back. How are these getting these decisions? That's every week now. They're so lucky.
That is a foul.
It's a definite foul. Definite foul.
I mean, I can't argue with the equaliser. The equaliser was absolutely top notch. The first goal was right in the top bin. Beautiful, beautiful strike. They were very unlucky with a couple of times. The Kilmarnock fans, by the way, I think they're very underrated. That was an away support. And
I know that. I noticed that. I said that the day when I was
sold it out, boys.
I turned into my pal when I said to you before stream, I ended up watching Sports Scene in a lecture this morning. I turned into my pal. That's a decent fucking sellout for Kilmarnock fans there.
They literally sold out and they had them actually rocking.
To be fair, St Mirren's the closest to a rivalry Kilmarnock has in that league. So,
I mean, what is a rivalry?
Fans in St Mirren.
What is a rivalry for Kilmarnock? What is there?
Ayr United.
That could happen next year, man.
Good.
Likely.
I know a Killie fan who says Ayr v Killie is the biggest rivalry in Scottish football, which is completely wrong. But
we all know it's Motherwell and Hamilton. Let's be quite honest.
Motherwell Airdrie, that's it.
Dundee United.
So I'm just like, Kilmarnock's getting obviously a lot with the decision, but I still think you look at their squad. They've got talented players, and a lot of people sleep on them. They have got a very good squad, and like you said, they're grinding out results, and that's with Foot Jones. Again, the Wolfman didn't score this week, but again,
what's his name? Tishbola.
The guy
Shabola.
He scored as well, didn't he?
That's the end it filled the St Mirren boy. I mean,
decent player though.
You look at the Kilmarnock side now, and you can name 3 or 4 internationals or potential internationals. You get Brophy, Chatham on the door that could potentially progress for the 21s up to the Scotland first team, which would be a great decision, I personally think. If boys keep fucking pulling out all the time, honestly. Then you've got O'Donnell, you've got Jones, you've got a good few in there, boy. It's very good.
Considering Kilmarnock lost Mulumbu to Celtic, you'd think in previous past, whenever you lose sort of one of your big name players to an old firm rival, that team normally kind of universally struggles. They're actually just performing still. They're just grinding out results. It's almost like maybe even
with Boyd out the team as well. He was being the pundit on the game the other day, man, and the presenter absolutely destroyed. Said that you're weighing down the fucking Kilmarnock bench. It was brilliant. He was destroyed.
It was amazing. Shout out to Scott Young. Tips another $5 in the chat. Please stop, Scott. Says great team so far. Apart from Gogsy, cannot wait to see he's in Vienna. We're on our way. He's on the bus with us as well. But that's an interesting one as well. And Kilmarnock continues to grind out results. St Mirren, I think they've got enough in the tank. I think they've showed wee bits of quality, and I think they'll be actually all right as the season goes on. But that's kind of us spoke about the games, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We're ready for the goals of the week.
Good week for goals again. Good selection.
It was actually another good week to do the show. I was watching these games. I was like, sweet. And like I said, detailed notes. So if you're watching just now in the live chat, I want to see some people's opinions on the goal of the week. Just put the name of the player, and I'm going to read a couple out after we read ours out. And also smash that like button if you don't mind it. That'd be greatly appreciated.
And subscribe to Sharpdiv. He's almost at 10k.
He's almost at 10k. Go and subscribe to Sharpdiv. Also subscribe to him. And not Ryan or Gogsy.
Oh, please.
So, Gogsy, what are you thinking for goal of the week? Who's your pick?
I'm going to go for Power of Kilmarnock.
The end right top bin?
Aye.
That was spelled up. Ryan?
I like to try my best not to do it, but I need to pick a Celtic. I need to pick a Celtic goal. I'm sorry.
What?
I'm going for Tammy Rogic.
There you go, man.
It was a lovely bit of teamwork leading to a lovely finish. Steers it into the net beautifully. I'm sorry, it was just fantastic. It was pleasant to watch.
You're not coming back. Honestly,
I may as well leave just now.
Please. I will increase the quality.
I can't hear all you
Ryan, fucking hate you. You're right, Ryan. Well done, son.
I caught the end of that one. Good. You got away there, honestly.
Div, goal of the week. Fucking fuck you, Ryan.
I'm going to go with Tavernier penalty, the second one.
For the love of Christ, I was getting slated
just because I'm going to be biased as fuck like Ryan.
I'm trying to win it, but it was a lovely goal. Did you see the time?
So it made but it be on Pibbles or Canberries. So I'm going to go a bit different. I'll go Canberry.
Canberries was a cracker.
Pibbles was also better.
Shout out to Fiona Valentine. She tipped 79 pence in. We all know why she's doing that. And
CJ, you shagger.
Right, so I'm going to go with my goal of the week. And I'm actually going to go with the Livingston second goal. I thought it was opposite Craig Hawkett. It was a set piece where like the pace on the delivery is absolutely perfect. But if you look back in that guy's movement, he tricks his defender with an in and out run, completely loses his marker, runs up and jumping back the way, steers it into the other side of the corner. Tremendous technique. Not only the cross, the way they bet the defender, and then the finish. I mean, that's brilliant. Underrated, but I think if you go back and look at it, just everything about that goal just oozes class. And obviously he's a former Bear as well, so I'm a wee bit biased.
You love him, mate. I can tell.
That day, man, I want him back.
I like him or not. I think that there was a rumour they were going to sign him, so I'll take him.
Yeah, it's free at the end of the season. So there we are. Let's see what people... Wow. A lot of people saying Ryan Kent's goal, of course. The beautiful, beautiful chip. Ryan, did you see that goal? Did you see that goal?
I did see Ryan Kent's goal, yes.
It was a good goal, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I can't deny that. I can't deny when there's a good goal.
Lovely, wasn't it, Ryan? Talk about
it.
Right,
an overstatement.
Wait, I want to clear it up for Ross Moran in the chat. I believe that Tom Rogic's goal was a good goal. I just don't think it was better than Pibbles or Canberries.
I'm trying to change it up. Is it fun if we all go for the same thing?
Fuck up, Katie Hopkins.
I've got a lot of love for Rogic in the comments, to be honest with you. Again, great player, but Celtic fan. Obviously, Rorick, Donkey Punch votes for Morelis. He spells it that way and purposely. And I'm seeing a lot of Rogic, Ken, Tall Andre Flo. I don't know how that's there. Alfredo's goal. Can we just speak about Alfredo's goal? Because I don't think we even done that during the actual recap. The way that he done that, held off a defender with his weak foot, burying it in the top bin, I think that was an underrated finish.
Aye.
Concerning the movement. And
it was a good finish, but it was into an empty net, wasn't it? So yeah. I think that's why it's up there.
Exactly.
Oh my God. Andrew Wilson has already clipped Ryan saying that on Twitter.
You're joking.
Wait, listen. Andrew, you absolute
have I been tagged in it or anything though?
No, mate. Once again. Well done, lads. Love you to bits. Brilliant. So there we have it. We've had the goal of the week. We've discussed obviously the reactions and everything. Now let's do rapid fire sort of predictions for next week. I don't know if any have actually done this, but if you haven't, just pretend you have, and I'll read it out to you as we go. Actually, I need to load it up myself. So transition.
Transition.
Lift music.
Right. So are we actually doing match day 10 because there's only 3 games on?
Really?
Yeah.
Because it's Betfred Cup.
Yeah.
We could do the predictions for the Betfred Cup, of course. Like it is the Scottish.
I mean,
professional
if he's won
league show.
We'll start off with the SPFL first. So let's do this rapid fire. We've got Dundee versus Hearts. Let's see. Gogsy.
3-0 Hearts.
Ryan.
5-0 Hearts.
Dev.
3-0 Hearts.
CJ. Thank you. I'll go 2-0 Hearts. I think Dundee will set up shop. It'll be a bit of a tighter game. St Johnstone versus St Mirren. The battle of the Saints. We'll start with you, Dev.
1-0 St Mirren.
Fuck you, Ryan.
What?
Dan, we're going to talk about it. Ryan, I fucking saw that, you prick. Right, on you go.
I'm never been allowed back on this channel.
You bet just happened there. I'm coming around and kick fuck at you.
Did they pause it? What happened?
Nah, I'll show you later. St Johnstone versus St Mirren.
I'm going to go 1-0.
1-0.
I'm going to watch you back.
Fucking prick. Gogsy.
2-1 St Johnstone.
2-1. You love your St Johnstone, do you? I'll go with a 1 each. Kilmarnock versus Hamilton. Ryan?
I'm going to go for 2-0 to...
Oh, Ryan, you wee bastard.
Did he mention it? We need to move on.
2-0 to fucking
See, when I come on your channel, I'm coming with a fucking sash and everything. I'm bringing the fucking band with me in the background.
You're gonna have your fancy Majorette stick. Your fancy ribbon and Majorette stick.
100%. We're going for it. Kilmarnock versus Hamilton. Who you got, me?
3-1 Kilmarnock.
Dev?
I'm going to go for 4-0 Kilmarnock.
Ryan?
I already said mine, but I'll say it again. 2-0 Kilmarnock.
2-0 Kilmarnock. So that's it. There are only 3 games, obviously, because of the Betfred Cup. Do you actually want to talk about the Betfred Cup? Do you want to do that really quickly?
Yeah.
Briefly touch up on it.
Because it's going to be a bit of a tasty day. So we'll start off with the famous, obviously the better of the two. So Aberdeen versus Rangers. Div?
3-0 Rangers.
Ryan?
Oh. Come back to me. I'm going to think hard.
I hate this guy, honestly. Gogsy?
4-2 to Rangers.
Yes! Gogs, you're replacing him. I swear to God. Look how much Ryan shite he's doing because he's saying I'm going to come and he's win these. Look at him. He's shite. Right, Ryan?
I'm going to say a penalties win to...
Can we have to take off 5?
Sadly not. I'm going to go for a penalties win to Rangers.
Oh, Jesus.
Penalties win to Rangers. I mean, that would be an entertaining game, but no. My prediction, I'm going to save that for my prediction video because that's a lot of my content, so I'm not giving it away for free.
95%.
95% of the content, so yeah, look forward to that. And obviously the second semi-final will be Hearts versus Celtic, and I'm going to go with my one. I think it's going to be 2-0 to Hearts. Deb?
Come back to me.
Ryan?
Tough game, no denying that. But I believe we'll go through. This is it. The treble is on. And I'm going to say
for Hearts?
a 3-1 win to Celtic.
I mean, you're fucking blowing at your arse here. Gogsy?
3-2 Celtic.
Well, do you know what? Like, there's one thing that I think both of us have to take into consideration, and that is that Thursday night could have a big say in both teams.
True, yeah, very true.
Very, very, very big say in it because, I mean, we've both got tough games.
I'm going to go, right, for a penalties win.
Rangers.
Hearts.
So we've got 2 go for Hearts. I genuinely, and I'm not even doing it just to annoy Ryan because I hate everything about him. I genuinely.
No, actually, you know, I had a funny story. So last week we just finished going off.
Funny story.
We went off the air, right? And I wanted just left, so I went and walked to the shops, and I walked up to the till in the spa, and the boy, he knew me for school anyway. He was like a few-year-old man. He goes, "Oh, mad Ryan 118." I was like, "Oh, nice to see you." I didn't think to be recognised in here. And they went, "Aye, I'll tell you what. Do you know there's one cunt I can't stand? CJ Novo." I'm literally just stuffed in a live stream with him, mate, and I know exactly what you mean.
Oh, seems like a nice guy. Pass him over. Gogsy.
I've got a similar story to that, CJ, if you want me to tell my one.
No, I know exactly the one you're talking about. I know that one. In the airport. Aye. Gogsy, right or wrong, because of the show, what happened when you were on night out, when you were pooling the other week?
What about it?
Did someone buy you a drink because they seen you on the SPFL show?
Yes, they did. They actually did.
Shout him out then. That's what I'm trying to lead you on to because it was a nice thing the guy done.
Yeah, shout out to you and Stuart. I was on a night out in Iowa and he saw me and he's like, and cracking lads. Had a good laugh at him.
I didn't think nights existed in Iowa, to be honest.
Yeah, that's to travel a very long way.
Iowa.
Aye, so shout out to you and Stuart, man. That was absolute class. Although, you should never buy Gogs anything. Ever. You've really let the show down.
Because I'm a leeching bastard, that's what.
He's very harsh, he's selling it. But that is going to be the end of today's episode because I need to go. So we need to cut this bad boy right off at 7.
Are you going to take somebody up in that 79p offer?
You know it. So you want to tell me on the internet, Div? Tell them what you're trying to get to 10k.
Aye, man. YouTube.com/sharpdiv. We're like 25 away for 10k. So if you can make it happen, that'd be good.
Show them the power of the nation. Get them man to 10k. Ryan, doesn't matter about you. Gogsy, where can they find you on the internet, son?
On YouTube at Gogs99 or on Instagram at Gogsy-san, or Twitter at Gogsy99 FIFA.
Ryan, hurry up.
Can I try and prolong it to 7:56? You can find me on YouTube at Ryan118 for as little of you who probably will go.
Yeah, absolutely zero. You'll probably lose anyway. So I've obviously been CJ Over 92. This has been the SPFL show. We will be back next week with Betfred Cup reactions. Probably positive for me. Look forward to seeing you, Ryan. And also the free games that Saturday on. Thank you so much for watching, and bye.